Hey y'all, I read With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo, also the author of The Poet X if you're into young adult fiction. Emily is a senior in high school of modern day Philadelphia. She's deciding what most high school seniors are deciding to go to college. She isn't sold on going to college even though her abuela aspires higher ed for her and her BFF Angelica is determined to go to the grad to do it. Among these life-changing decisions, Emily has to think of her 2-year-old daughter Emma, yet she affectionately refers to her as baby girl throughout the book. Emily, more than anything, wants to provide a full future for her daughter and wants to be the perfect role model. Yet, Emily has an ability to cook with love and a knowingness that brings those who eat her food to tears. So, when the school announces a new culinary arts course with a trip to Spain for an immersive chef experience, Emily is torn. Being a mother, professional chef, and a student next year seems like quite a challenge. This book is for teens, but I'd say the sweet spot is probably right around 14 to 16. Um, Short chapters, so it's easy to read and want to, read one more chapter. So I think that this book is a perfect example of enabling text. Elizabeth Acevedo does an amazing job at creating a story of strength and perseverance for young Black women. I think she tells an authentic story of a teen mother who deals with all the same decisions any non-mother and teen would. College decisions, dating, defining identity, supporting her family. Emily isn't a victim in this book. So I did pick two specific aspects of enabling text to give examples of because I really had to narrow it down. I've spoken to a lot of aspects of enabling text, um, so forth, but I'm going to speak to provides a healthy psyche and demonstrates resiliency. There's actually a whole chapter about Emily identifying her cultural identity in the beginning called Black Like Me. She says, I've lived my whole life having people question what race I am. In Fair Hill, her neighborhood, we are mostly Spanish-speaking Caribbeans and Philly-raised Black Americans with roots in the South. She goes on to talk about her family history. Her father is Black and from Puerto Rico. Her mother is Black and grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then my favorite sentence out of the entire book is, the whole of me is Black. The whole of me is whole. I think that really speaks to cultural identity, but being proud of it. I would also like to say that this book really shows resiliency, demonstrates that pretty well. Emily never shies away from being a mother. She wears it as a badge constantly. Her daughter comes to all of her events and shows up. Everyone knows that Emily is a mother, and she's proud of it, and she works really hard to be a good mom. Also, Emily becomes the star of her culinary class naturally, and she has an innate ability to cook. Her head chef and teacher decides that she should be the fundraising chair, and he gives her the task of helping them raise money to make it to Spain. She does eventually set up a whole fundraising committee and a whole bit, and she shows resiliency through succeeding and achieving goals.